As thou desire.
Keep your distance, darling.
to do.
You're staring at me again. Watch your back.
No one back home will ever believe this.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Your move, Maul.
You
Callum,
That's garbage!
then make...
What's going on?
Look who made it! Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing. How's that for Callum?
Brava! You will. What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this.
She cheated, of course, but that's half her charm. To play the... But don't you worry about... Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
You haven't told them? And you've kept your clothes on this whole time. How unlike you. Why not let them see? Don't be shy. Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master, but is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details, but of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it and get back to you.
You'll get back to me. This is important, Devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Trinkets and
Maybe not
doodah.
one.
You're staring at me again.
You haven't told them? Why not let them see? Don't be shy.
God damn it.
Don't worry. I'm motivated to help you.
Well, now you know. Cazador worked on it from dusk until dawn, all with an ancient blade he called his needle. Cutting and tearing, starting over if I screamed or winced too much. It was a rough night. But what? what's done is done, so how about we stop talking about it and just get on with things? Although I should probably get dressed first.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul. We should at least try. The girl's as bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But I think she's clever enough to flee before the jaws close around her neck. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away. You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Moll would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
You again.
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
You aren't joking? Oh, I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago. Protection for me and my kids, that's all. Not that it's any of your business. I'm not poking my nose into whatever trade you made with him. Looked like he was doing a pretty good job. If I had to deal with gods and worms in my head, I'd make a deal with anyone. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made, and knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mol's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out. Hope you're right. I'll keep an eye on her anyway. Doesn't hurt to have a beefy auntie on your side, right?
Wonder if I could con some gold off that cleric.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your very good health.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Garlac.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. You will be refreshed. And I will be reassured. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? And you're certain you will continue to resist? Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
Last Light's best bargains, right here.
What's on your mind?
What do you need now? You again. Oh, darling, it sounds...
May the darkness protect you. All right, so... Shah's blessings upon you. Fine. What's on your mind? If you're sure.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Please. Oh. To your very good health. I will gladly drink to your health as well. Garlac.
You perceive a faint...
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. You will be refreshed. And I will be bottoms up. Well over a century old. Still not quite. People tend, as an Arab, answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is and you're certain you will continue to resist? Good. I have every reason to be... The cult of the... We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be... General Gadrick Thorn. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Kedrick Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. And the wit to know when it will not avail you, I think. We must try another way. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Gedrick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Gedrick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Last night's best bargains, right here!
Isabel's in her room upstairs. She'll be expecting.
You're heading into the towers, are you? Good. I pray it's not too late for Duke Ravengard.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Nothing to be done here. The Duke's in the towers.
Nice to see a friendly face come out the shadows for once. Gods be with you.
An extra blade could be the difference between rescuing Duke Ravengard or losing him forever. I hope you'll help us. I've heard the stories about Moonrise. I hope the Duke is all right.
If you're poking around this god's forsaken place, you must have someone in Moonrise too. Hope you find them. I'd offer to help, but with Duke Ravengard missing, we can't spare anyone. I'm sorry.
We're discussing fist business, and you're no fist. This is no place for amateurs.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Just what we please, together, waiting for the sun. Forever we see shadows, they get darker, but our hiding place is brighter.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
Florrick.
Will? Gods, please, no. The Blade of Frontiers was supposed to be my secret weapon. We believe the cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in? Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, He'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other. Cleric of Saluna. She's got a room upstairs if you want to meet her. Just don't interrupt her while she's doing whatever it is that keeps this place shadow-free. Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but feel free to say hello. Maybe a new face will inspire him. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Gortash, as in Enver Gortash. Last I knew, he was a minor player in city affairs.
A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's... A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable... Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent... Lord Gortash, with the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best. A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then. My role here is limited. I can be put to better use convincing the Council to send reinforcements to help rescue the Duke. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing. The journey back to Baldur's Gate won't be easier, but your task here is harder still. Timora be with you.
Heard you're meant to be heading toward the towers. With a single word, Floric could charge the coast's most powerful force with taking back the Grand Duke. We ought to be doing just that, not babysitting this stump. And yet, orders are orders. I'd rather lend you my blade, but you'll have to make do with my luck.
Have a gander at the finest stock.
Zagortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. No. But they always seem to get it, don't they?
Flame Color. That's your name, isn't it? Art Color? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
Really? Could you bring him here? You'd be glad of the help, wouldn't you, sir? You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me. A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even, who want to be seeing you. No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
Some parchment there. Looks official.
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
Vaniel.
He spent a long time in the Shadowfell, a Sharan realm without color or light. It's had a terrible effect on him.
His mind lingers in the Shadowfell, but perhaps it can be returned. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
If he does, he isn't sane. You can help him, can't you? He deserves a life, after all he's been through.
We are living monsters, snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking. We see what we see and do just what we please. Together, waiting for the sun. Forever we see shadows, they get darker, but our hiding place is brighter.
So he was at the House of Healing. Wonder what he found.
Monsters.
Can't say I have. If I do, you'll be the
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
I promise.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Bully for us. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
He's a flaming fist. Or was. He came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
Face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.